You understand? You done found a new breed of Hebrews that stand and walk with the Lord's statutes and commandments of the Most High. And we don't care who we got to come up against. You ain't standing before this truth. You understand? We done took them all on and gonna continue to take them all on.
Surrounded by Edomites, lost a lot of truth to this tree of life. Open up the book just to see them right. Reminiscing on my ancestors, on those shits who had to plead for life. Took us to a place where ain't never safe there. Poisoning our food to put our children up in daycare. Fresh out of slavery, still thinking that they care. Guns in the community, children can't play there. Brothers still brainwashed, we died for that same cost. Took away our history, believing that we ain't lost. Brother, I'm an Israelite. Sin is like kryptonite. Brothers won't pray, no. The robber link of shit tonight. Praises to the Most High. I ain't like no skies. Eyes on the future, but I learned from a boat ride. Tribe of Benjamin, inherited on both sides. Background Jamaica, mistreated, and I know why. I'm an Israelite. Die for the Israelites. Blood of the Israelites. Cry for my Israelites. Go through it, cause we're Israelites. One Yashra Allah to all my Israelites. I'm an Israelite. Die for the Israelites. Blood of the Israelites. Cry for my Israelites. Go through it, cause we're Israelites. One Yashra Allah to all my Israelites.
From Yasha Allah, sons of the power. Rise from the ghetto when Satan want us devoured. The seal of the Lord ain't found in church towers. Never dying on my knees like no coward. Wanna be an Israelite, you gon' need more than fringes. You gon' need to show you approve and get in them scriptures. Oh, I forgot to mention, traumatized from the lynching. Homicide, we the victim. I'm a static that ended. Kids with PTSD, suffering symptoms, never getting treatment. Something he gotta sleep with. Stockholm syndrome so long, it ain't a secret. That's why I die for them brothers I'm facing east with. Cause I'm an Israelite, crackers better get it right. Visions of my enemies, death flow through my dreams at night. If your mind ain't dead, then we don't dream of life. Reporting live from hell, home of Christians and Edomites.
I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Go through it, cause we're Israelites. One Yashra Allah to all my Israelites. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Go through it, cause we're Israelites. One Yashra Allah to all my Israelites.
While they play the sidelines, comfortable on benches. Catch me on the front lines, putting work in trenches. Making sure I'm election, preparing for Armageddon. Mastering this perfection of prophesy these lessons. Protecting all adolescents and answering all their questions. Teaching them their reflection, no matter what the complexion. We got a common connection, I'm part of God's selection. A shot at the resurrection, through us achieving perfection. But to give life takes sacrifice. Battle demons every fight. Short days and long nights. Less sleep and more fights. More wisdom, more strife. Telling everybody that they wrong and you're right. I'm an Israelite, blood of an Israelite. I ride for my Israelites, die for my Israelites. We owe a debt cause Christ paid the price. So who ready to give their life the life of an Israelite?
I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Go through it cause we're Israelites. One Yashra Allah to all my Israelites. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Go through it cause we're Israelites. One Yashra Allah to all my Israelites.
All right. This is Israelite School University Practical Knowledge. 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. I'm the manager in YAHANNA. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's Hebrew Fridays, Lashawan, Qadash. You know what I'm saying? So let me make sure I share this to Facebook. 1 second. Give me 1 second. Facebook, 1 second. All right, so what we're going to go over today, we're going to start off how we normally start off with the Hebrew alphabets, and then shortly after that, you know what I'm saying, right after that, we're going to go over the numbers, and then we're going to get into the usage of third person plural. Like majority of the time when we're reading, you know what I'm saying, and up to this point we've used third person singular. We're gonna get in the third person plural, you know what I'm saying, in the Lashawan Qadash. All right. So we're gonna start off how we normally start off with the Hebrew alphabets. All right. All right. Ah, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ha, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, za, qua, ra, sha, and tha. All right, now we're gonna go over the numbers. All right, we're gonna do 1 through 10, and then we're gonna do 20 through 100. All right, all right. Achad, 1. Shanya, 2. Shalash, 3. Arabai, 4. Hamash, 5. Shasha, 6. Shabai, 7. Shamawana, 8. Dashai, 9. Asherah, 10. Asherayam, 20. Shalashiyam, 30. Arabayam, 40. Kamashiyam, 50. Shashayam, 60. Shabayam, 70. Shamawanayam, 80. Dashayam, 90. And Ma'ah, 100. Alap, 1,000. Alapyam, 2,000. And then so on and so forth. All right. So erase this. We gonna need all the boardroom today. Oh, Shalom, sir. You wanna take over? Oh, no sweat, no sweat. I just gotta ask. Where did I hear it? Oh, that probably wasn't smart. Can I get a paper towel or a napkin? Never mind, I see that. All right. Okay, so today, good black marker. Today we're going to be going over third person plural. All right. Scripture that we're going to use is Joshua 3:1. All right. Give me a moment to write this out for you. What's that? What you say, Adawan? Shalom. You leaving? All right, Shalom Shabbat.
Side door.
All right. Oh, let me put this right here. All right. So So we have Joshua 3:1, which is Waba Awa Ad Hayaradan Hawa'a will call Banya Yasha'ala. All right. So we're gonna break this down just like we always do, piece by piece. And then we're gonna get into how third person plural applies in this case. All right. So, all right. We're gonna deal with the first word. All right. So the first word is matter of fact, I'm gonna do the box. That's not a good one. Yeah, root, stem, form, person, gender, number, and special. Oh, special feature. All right. So the word that we're using is William Iowa. Right. All right. So, so we already know. So let's break this down. All right. So in this case, prefix. All right. What? What does what mean?
Yeah.
And this marker's really light. They can't really see it on the camera. I have a good red marker. Yeah. All right. Say it one more time.
In that box with person, the other
You have person, G for gender, and then you have NO for number, and then the other one is special feature. All right. Which we won't be using right now. All right. So the first letter or prefix, what? What do we establish that what means?
and.
And. Okay. All right. So the second letter is the yeah. And what have we established that yeah means? He. All right. All right. So now this is where, let me make this a little tighter so I can make room to do this little chart up under it. All right. So when you have the wa and after it is the ya, following the root word, which in this case would be ba'a. That's how you establish the root with the two prefixes, all right? So the root word is ba'a, but we're not going to write it in yet because ba'a is not an actual word. It's sub for something because we're using third person, all right? So whenever the wa and the is following the root, it becomes the third person. You know what I'm saying? Third person plural when you have a wa at the end following after the root. Okay. So if it's sync, well, I'm about to do a chart right now. All right. So give an example of third person masculine singular. It would be the wa, the ya as a prefix. Then you would have the root word. All right. A little arrow right here. So you know that that is the prefix pronoun. All right. Now, third person masculine plural. All right. Is when you have the wa, the ya, the root word, and the wa following it. The wa that is a suffix is a prefix complement. And of course, we've established that these are the prefix pronouns. All right, we'll get out the way so you can see. All right, so, and let me move this forward. You can really see what's going on the board. There we go. That's a little bit better. All right. So, matter of fact, Uriah, could you turn these lights on right here? Yeah, I think you just have to turn the bulb. I think the bulbs are in. You just have to turn them so we can have better light in front of the board. Okay. So the first word that we're using is the first word. All right. All right. So we've established knowing the difference between third person singular, which is what we genuinely see, you know what I'm saying, with the qual stem. When you see wa and ya at the beginning, or wa or ya by itself, you automatically know that it's the qual stem. All right. So third person masculine singular is the wa ya, which is a prefix pronoun in front of the root. Okay. Third person masculine plural is the wa following the root when you have the prefix wa and ya at the beginning. All right. So what we have here, the first word that we're going over, the water. Man, look at that. And they can see so much better on the board. That's what I'm talking about, the water. All right. So the first word that we're using right here is waya ba'awa. All right. So you know that this is third person masculine plural is because you have the wa and ya at the beginning, right? Then you have the root word ba'a, which is sub for another word, which is actually bawa'a, you know what I'm saying? But it's the was taken out of the middle because it's at the end because it's in third person, and we're going to get to that. Okay. All right. So I want to make sure that you guys have all of this before I erase it. Give you a second to write it down if you don't have it down already. We just got some new light, so it's a little better light so you guys can see. And again, we are breaking down Joshua 3:1. All right. So we're dealing with the first word, Wayah Ba'awa, all right, which is the qual stem. That, as a matter of fact, we can go ahead and put what stem is it. All right. Hold on a second. Salakia. All right. So when wa and ya is at the beginning or prefix of a word that begins a sentence, you already know that we're dealing with the qual stem. All right. So now, all right. Make sure everybody got this. You got this already? Good. All right, no sweat. We can move right on along. I'm gonna keep using the red marker because for some reason it's just showing up better on the camera just a little bit. Maybe I can find a good black one. Hey, remind me tomorrow, Uriah, to get some black markers, some black dry eraser markers. The water. Yes, it's a good marker right here. All right. Okay. All right. So the letters indicating the person, gender, and number which occurs after the root in the prefix form are called the prefix complementary. Okay, so that is what we just went over. All right, so now, so to know the prefix complement, right? I'm read it again. It says the letters indicating the person, all right, and gender. So in this root, waya ba'awa, what is the gender? How you know what the gender is?
By the ya.
By the ya. By the ya and the what?
By the wa and the ya at the beginning at the prefix and the wa at the end of the suffix. Because I mean, what previous when the wa is at the end, that's hinting that you're speaking about a male.
Well, yes and no, but you said the very key indicator, the ya. All right, the ya lets you know that it's masculine form. All right, so we can go ahead and put right here for gender, male or masculine. All right, so and we know that we're dealing with the third person. All right, okay, and we know that this is plural. Okay. All right. And it is a prefix. Form is a prefix. All right. Okay. So now what I was talking about. All right. So this is the word, okay, that we're dealing with. Yeah. Wa. Okay. So because it's in third person, the wa is at the end, but the actual root word in this sentence is, let me bring this out. All right. So the actual root word in this sentence is bawa'a, but because it's third person, the wa that's in the center of the root word is at the end. Because it makes no sense to say wa ya bawa'a wa. It makes no sense. It's a double negative. Okay. So the was would cancel each other out. So because it's third person, that wa that was in the center is moved to the end. But the root word is ba wa ah, which means to go or to come. All right. So now let's translate this. All right. So you have wa, which means what? Write that in red. Mm-hmm. Okay. So you have and, ya is what? He. All right. And then we have bawa'a means to go or to come. All right. So in third person, it would be came. All right. And we have a and at the end. So we're going to write that right here. We have the first part of the sentence translated. All right. And he came. I'm going to put slash, I'm going to put went. It can be present tense or past tense. All right. Okay, good. All right. Everybody got that? Make sure you gotta give the people online some time to write down. For the people that are just joining in on class, all right, we're teaching the third person plural, right? In the class previous, we dealt with the third person singular. The scripture that we're using is Joshua 3:1, all right? We just went over the breakdown of the first word, all right, and how it makes this whole sentence third person plural, all right? The third person plural is when you have wa and ya at the beginning of the root word and you have wa following the root word, okay? The reason how you know that this is third person masculine is because of the ya. The ya makes it masculine. Ya means he, okay? All right? Okay, and we've established the root word, and because one is at the beginning, we know it's the qual stem. It's dealing with the prefix of the word, it's setting the tone, and there are no special features. Okay, everybody have this so far? All right, no sweat. Good. All right. What time you got? 8:10. No sweat. All right. Okay, so we're going to deal with the next word. All right, and for the sake, I'm going to be writing everything in Assyrian because up here I have the Paleo Ancient Phoenician Hebrew, so there's no need for me to double write it all over again. All right. Okay. Man, I wish I knew this marker was here this whole time. This thing looks like it's fresh, never been touched. Virgin dry eraser. Yeah, I said it. All right. All right. So now we're going to break this down. Okay. All right. So this is I.S.U.P.K. I.S.U.P.K. All right. Okay. Now let's break this down. What does I mean as a prefix? Mm-hmm.
Concerning or on or upon, or would it be something different?
That's close. All right. So I as a prefix is as far as, until, or up to. All right. Now, when ha is a prefix, I'm going to put ha parentheses prefix. What does that mean? Yes, when it's a prefix.
As a prefix
Is the or the. All right. Which means the root word is Yaradan. All right. All right. I'm just going to see if you guys have your ears in tune. Yaradan. What does that sound like? It's something that is famous in the Bible. Yaradan. Yaradan. Go ahead. Huh?
Jordan?
Yes. And what is the Jordan in the Bible?
The river?
That's right. The Jordan River. All right. So this will translate as there's my good red marker right over here. Up to the Jordan River. All right. So far we have the sentence. We have a sentence. And he came, and he went up to the Jordan River. Like that's a sentence already right there. And that's 2 words. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words out of 3 words in Hebrew. You understand? Okay. Want to make sure everybody has his bottom part. Uriah, if I could get some ice, please, and a little bit of that fake Sprite. No sweat. We giving the people online time to write it down. All right. So again, we're recapping. All right. We're dealing with third person plural. All right. The scripture in case that we're using is Joshua 3:1. All right. The reason how do we know that this is a third person masculine plural verse is because of the first word that was used. All right. I guess I can, so I have it written right here. All right. Okay. Got your prefix, pronoun, then your pronoun complement. All right. And your root. You get pour a little bit. All right. So whenever all right. So the way you know that it's third person plural is first and foremost, you have a prefix pronoun followed by the root, followed by a pronoun complement, which we have the waya, the root word, which is actually bawa, but it makes no sense to say waya bawa awa. That's just it's redundant. It's just overkill. So you're gonna remove you're gonna take out the wa that's in bawa, which means to go or to come, because you have it at the end because it's a third person. So it's going to be wa ya ba'awa. All right. So which translate and he came or and he went. You know what I'm saying? We haven't fully translated the entire verse or the beginning part of the verse yet. So we don't know if it's present or past tense dealing with the third person masculine. Second word that we just translated for those that are just joining us is Yeradan, all right, which translates to which means up to or until or as far as. But we're going to use up to in this sense, just makes sense with the sentence that we have so far. So I, which means up to, ha, which is the prefix in this word, which means the, all right? And then Yardan, which is the Jordan River in Hebrew, all right? Hope you're following along, okay? All right, we're going to move on to the next word. All right. All right. Okay, now, what does Hawa mean? And by the way, this is let me use a different color. This is a independent pronoun. Okay. What does or something fall? Let's highlight. What does Hawa mean?
I may, he.
He. All right. Reason why this is an independent pronoun is because this is setting the actual tense of the actual previous pronoun. So this whole verse is dealing with he. All right. So somebody asks you, who did this? He did. All right. Who is he? It's like this third person. Okay. So, all right. So ha is an independent pronoun. So you don't have to break it down like ha is a prefix, wa and the I. All right. Wa. All right. But even if you did, ha as a prefix, you know what I'm saying, is the, was, and yeah. So it's an independent pronoun. All right. Ha just means he. That's simple. Okay. All right. You got that? All right. The most important thing that you need to know about ha is that it's an independent pronoun. Okay. It is independent of this entire sentence and setting the tone for this entire sentence. All right. So we have now established that ha is he. All right. Since it's starting to come together, is it not? Okay. All right. Let me erase this. All right, everybody got this. Let me get out the way. Make sure everybody got it. Everybody got it? All right, no sweat. Time check.
8:23.
No sweat. All right. So, next word. All right. Okay. Now, let's break this down. All right. We know that what means what? And. All right. And what means and. All right. And call means what?
All or every. He.
All right. Means all or every. All right. What about bond?
Bond means son or something like
That is correct.
that. So I'm guessing the Yah means somewhere plural.
No.
No?
Go back in your notes. And what does the ya as a suffix, what does that mean? You have the right mindset. Just the wrong overall output. I'll give you a little time. Anybody online want to guess? What is Yah at the end of bond, which means son, means? There you go. That is correct, sir. Yah, when it is a suffix, means my. Okay? So we can translate this as, there you go. And all my sons. Right? Because we know that this sentence is plural, right? All right. All right. I don't really think that I have to break down what Yasha means. Do I have to?
I would say like but maybe if they forgot.
All right. No sweat. For the first because for you, this is the first time in class. That would right. Okay. All right. So so now we just broke down the 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth and sixth word in the sentence. Right now we have, and he came or went up to the Jordan, and all my sons, or in this case, it wouldn't be mine, all his, Salakia, all his sons. All right. I'll put my under it. All right. Okay. So we just translated what we'll call Bunya means. All right. Okay. Everybody got this? I want to make sure everybody got this before I erase it. It's the reason why I'm reviewing to give you time to write. I know it's a lot. I know we're going over a lot pretty fast. Okay. Trying to fit it in this hour and a half class. All right. Got it? Everybody here got it? No sweat. All right. All right. So we have Yasha. Okay. Let's see. 1 second, bear with me. So I can further break this word even further down. Yeah, I got it. Just pulling it up.
It kind of messes with your head once you know what these letters mean.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of did a small one in my head, breaking.
No sweat. All right. Okay. So we have Yah as a prefix, which means what? Right. Okay. He. All right. Now we have the root word, shar. Anybody know what shar means? Shar is a noun. All right. So Shar is a head person. Okay, is a head person. Example that lines up in this definition: a prince, general, or commander. All right.
Like if I may, say if I tried to break it down, what I got was like yacht with the T. And now Shar, I didn't have the full of Shar being a noun together, but I know that Shar meaning of which are pertaining to and the
Ra means the head.
You know what I'm saying? Which is how I came up with that part of it.
And I as a letter has to do with power and authority. Right. Well, somebody paying attention, boy. Okay. Right. Okay. So what the Ox so eloquently did, he broke it down letter by letter by definition. Okay. So Yah as a letter means he. Shub means of or pertaining to. Ra as a letter means head. I means power or authority. And La, I have drew a blank. Yeah, La means to yoke. All right. So he pertaining to his head is yoked to power. Okay. And Allah literally means power, right? So Yasha Allah, which is Israel, means, put it right here, Prince of the power. All right. So what we have here is, we move to the side. We have Wayah, Ba'awa, Id, Hayaradan, Hawa'ah, Wakal, Banya, Yasha'ala, which translates to, and he came or went up to the Jordan River, he and all his sons, Israel. All right. Now, let's read in the actual Bible what Joshua chapter 3, verse 1 says. If you could, brother.
It's the book of Joshua, chapter 3, verse 1. And Joshua rose early in the morning, and there removed from Shittim, and came to Jordan.
All right. So he was removed from Shittim, and he came to the Jordan. Read.
He and all the children of Israel.
He and all his sons, Israel. All right. So this is how you literally start to break down and transliterate scriptures. All right. It's not that hard. You know what I'm saying? And like from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 words in Hebrew, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you get double the words in English from 6 words in Hebrew. White man is the damn devil. You understand? So, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Are there any questions on the subject matter on the breakdown that we went over today?
Sir.
It's pretty heavy, huh?
Like I said, it get in your head once you start to do it. You know?
Right. Right. You know what I'm saying? You actually you begin to start to see the patterns, to memorize the patterns. You know what I'm saying? Then now you're actually like this scripture is so much meat in here, right? So pause. Salakia. So so you can actually translate it, you know what I'm saying, by verbs and pronouns and sentence structure, or you can literally go letter by letter. If you go letter by letter, you're going to get the exact same translation as this, but more in depth, which is crazy. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that is how powerful the Hebrew language is. Feel me? What we got on time?
8:37.
All right. Let's see. I can go over a little bit, go over something else. All right. But for the most part, that is all. You know what I'll do? Since we were breaking down the letters, I go over a little bit of something like what the letters mean in the Hebrew alphabet. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit. All right. Well, make sure everybody got that down. You got it down out. All right, no sweat. Everybody online got it down. If not, great thing about YouTube, you can rewind. All right. Okay. So again, today went over the third person plural. Scripture that we used was Joshua 3:1. We broke down every single word. And this is an awesome tool to use. You know what I'm saying? I like to call it the verbiage box. So breaking down the stem, the root, the stem, the form, person, gender, and number of the sentence, which is an awesome tool. All right. So I'm going to erase this and we're going to get into some definitions of the letters in the Hebrew alphabet. All right. And it's very important that you take notes because each class we're going to build on the last class. All right. Kind of like a syllabus or curriculum, as it should be. All right. Dang on there have them pretty much memorized, which is crazy myself. Well, brother, that just means that you in the spirit of the Lord. It means you in tune with the Most High. All right. Just gonna write a couple of Hebrew alphabets here. There's someone outside. All right. All right. This marks right definitely go buy some more. All right. We have the first one. First alphabet. I. All right. I is defined as power or authority. Did I spell that right? Yeah, I spelled it right. All right. Ba, the next one, is dealing with family or house. Because we know that Ban is son, Bayath is house. All right. Good night. All right. So pretty much all of the black markers are done. And remind me to give an order in Sunday's class that the kids are not allowed to use dry erase markers. Why? That makes no sense. These markers just bought. All right. The next one is Ga, which means to gather or walk. All right. Da is for a door, entrance, or hang. All right. Ha means to look, reveal, or breathe. All right. Make sure you guys got that before I move on. I know you got it already, brother, in your notes. Give them a little second to copy it down. Okay. All right. First one up, we have wa, which means to add, secure, or hook. All right. It's not to be confused with the prefix definition. It's just like the actual definition of the actual word. Man. There we go. All right. Next up is za. All right. Za is defined as food to cut or nourish. Totally misspelled that. All right. Next we have ha. Not to be confused with ka. It's ha, like you hawking up a loogie. All right. Which means outside, divide. One more. Or half. All right. If you're asking me how this came about, we'll do that in another class. Do a whole class on how the letters came about. Basically, this came about from looking at practical things that you see every day. All right. Next one we have is ta. Do me a favor, give Ron a call and see what he needs. The water. All right. Ta, which means to surround, contain, or mud. All right. The next one is ya. All right. Which means to work, throw, mark, or praise. All right. So yeah. So wa is to add, secure, hook. Za is food, cut, or nourish. Ha is for outside, divide, or half. Ta is surround, contain, or mud. Ya is work, throw, mark, or praise. All right. Yah is not a short abbreviation for the Most High. Like, thank you, Yah. Like we saying, thank you, work. Thank you, praise. You know what I'm saying? It makes no sense whatsoever. Okay. So I'll give you a second to copy this down before I erase it and move on. All right. Everybody got it? All right, cool. Let's see. Boy, these markers, trash. All right. First one we have up top is, man, y'all can like barely see that. All right, just bear with me. All right, is Ka. Ka, you can't see, just listen. Ka means to bend, open, or tame. Okay. Oh, also means to allow. Right. La. Right. La means to teach. Yoke. Bind. Or toward. All right. Next we have up is Ma, which means chaos, mighty, and blood. So coincidentally, one of the Hebrews, Amma, you know what I'm saying? But like, you know, in modern days term, you know, we see a woman be like, what up, Ma? You know what I'm saying? Because they are a mighty chaos and they bleed. So we've been speaking Hebrew this whole time. You feel me? You know what I'm talking about? Next one is Na. All right. Na means to continue and heir or son. If you remember, Ba means family or house. Na means continue, heir, or son. So Ban means son. He's your family. He's of your family and your son and of your house. All right. Okay. See how stuff starts to be put together? You know what I'm saying? All right. Next one is Sa. Okay. Sa means to grab, hate, or to protect. All right. Let's see. Okay, it's 8:57. I'm gonna stop here. I'll start the next class off with going over each letter in the Hebrew alphabet, so you guys can have those definitions in your catalog. Awesome Friday, amazing class. You know, today we went over third person, masculine, plural sentence structure of the qual stem. Hope you enjoyed class. Definitely enjoyed teaching. With that, Shalom Yahaba Shem Yahshua Barakatah. Shalom Yahweh Shemartha Bashim Yahweh. With that, we out of here.